Alright, Shalom. Start first by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom. Quick video. Esau and his system, man. And Eve is a part of this system as well. You guys have created the worst system ever known to man. And particularly in the western part of the world, that's why Esau is the worst human being ever here in America, and you women, especially you Israelite women, you Eves, if you will, you created a monster here. Okay, Eve is that monster, and you gave her a license to run around and do all that she wants to do. And in this video here, I want to show you just how. I'm going to pull out a few scriptures as well, but how they brought up crafty counsel. You go into these Willie Lynch papers, which was a crafty counsel, and they meticulated how to destroy a people, and then they applied that to you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, and you see it in example a lot with the so-called Negroes, but it happens to all. You know, the system is just this way now. You know, if you don't have the right handshakes and the right hand signals and the right lawyers, there's almost no getting around it, which means you got to have the right money. If you don't have that, right connections, if you don't have that, this place is designed to destroy you. Okay? So I'm going to play, this is from RB the Breakthrough's video, going into it, about this guy DeMarcus Cousins, who was injured but recently signed to the Lakers. And blah, all of that stuff. But the point being, he has a so-called black man, or whatever tribe he may be from, looks like a Jake to me. He's trying to have his son at his wedding, and his baby mama, ex-girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call it, kept him from going. To the point he was so frustrated, he made some emotional statements, you know. He said, you know, I would have you killed or put a bullet in your head or something like that, he said. And now he's going to jail for it. And I like what RB the Breakthrough guy actually had said. So I'm going to play the video, then I'll grab scriptures.
I just want you guys to look at this from a certain perspective, and we briefly went over this last video. So a man and a woman can come together, bring a child into this world. One party can have more say-so over the other as far as where the child goes, what the child is able to do, things of that nature. The mother can legally keep the child away from the father. Keep in mind, DeMarcus Cousins being a father that wants to see his son, he's not a deadbeat out here, so she can legally keep the child away. But if DeMarcus Cousins was in a situation where he didn't want to be a part of the child's life, the courts would go after him. But it's a little bit deeper than that. You see, the very fact that she can keep the child away from the father that does want to see the child, think about it, that causes for a very deep situation. The system is basically saying, hey, we will allow the child's mother to be able to provoke the man who does want to see the child to the point to where he starts going crazy. He starts saying things like this. And again, I don't condone it, but I do understand the emotion, because again, that's his son. There should be no barrier from a man that wants to see his son and be in his son's life. There should be no barrier. So in a sense, it's almost like the system is rigged to provoke a man to go do these things. And what is the end result? That man being in prison. Oh, wait a minute. So if a man wants to see his son, the end result could be prison because of, you know, him being provoked. Ah, okay. But then if he walks away and wants nothing to do with the child, the court still goes after him, and the end result could still be prison. How about that system for you right there? And if you are a real...
Right. And that's what's so funny about it. You know, I'm going to go back to this guy's face. I'm trying to go to Cousin's face. Let's see if I can get to it. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, so the point being, right, the system is designed to destroy you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, particularly the men. Okay? Matter of fact, I got to start there at Isaiah. I'll start right there. Classic scripture. Brothers always bring it out. We know about it. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. This system has prescribed grievousness for you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American men particularly. All right? And who helped prescribe that? Our own woman, the Israelite woman. Okay, joining herself with Margaret Sanger and the Women's Lib and doing all those things, but basically being away from our power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, keeping things in order. All right, things are so out of order and out of whack that this is what caused a system like this. This is what Eve wanted and the serpent promised her. Basically, and this is the fulfillment of that. This is it full-fledged manifested. Okay, it says to turn aside the needy from judgment. He just needs to have a son in his life and to raise him. To turn him aside from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Why? Because a widow, because you might as well be dead if you're in prison, as well as a prey of the fatherless, because you might as well, you're in prison. The kids are without and the women are without a good man. Okay? The system is set up to destroy you. And this is all part of Esau's system. Willie Lynch and them explored this deep. Let me go to that real quick. And Psalms. Let's go to that right fast. Psalms 83. Psalm right here. Psalm 83, verse 2, it says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Yeah, when Esau said he would rise up and slay his brother Jacob after the time that their father Isaac was dying, he vowed that he would kill Jacob. And this is one other way that he's destroying us. Okay? Esau is a so-called white man that the Bible speaks. You know, the devil, that's who he is today. Okay? That's who he plays out to be. Now, does it go strictly by the color of your skin? No. That's just an identifier. It goes by the spirit. If your descendants go back to the Edomites. Okay? But there's certain characteristics that do follow Edomites. Okay? And they're listed in the Bible. All right. Anyway, it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come up and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And it goes right into all the different nations. The one at the top is Edom, the tabernacle of Edom. Okay, all the other nations have kept us away from being the Israelites. All right. Matter of fact, let me go to this one over here. I'm jumping around a little bit, but just letting the spirit flow. 1 Corinthians, and these are milk scriptures. I mean, these are pretty straightforward scriptures. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. We'll start up at verse 3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushai is the Most High. So that's the order. As long as we keep that order, we'll be known as the children of Israel. But when we break that order, and Esau helps us break that order, he takes the men out of the equation. So now the women and children get no guidance, and the cycle is broken, or the link is broken from the Israelite family from Yahweh and Yahushai. Okay, because the man is the missing link in there. Okay, but being a part of Yahweh Shem Yahshai in that spirit, you got to be in order. Okay, everybody has their roles according to how we were created to be. All right, but the women didn't like that. They didn't like being under the men. So let me go back to the book of Isaiah right quick. Isaiah chapter. No, my fault. That's not Isaiah. I got one in Isaiah. I want Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter should be like right here. Jeremiah chapter 33. 31. Verse 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And we're the number one nation that you can see that. You Israelites are the number one nation that you can see how our women rule over us. Talking about the men. They run our households. Grandmama runs the big mama. They run the house and the whole family. Okay, they're the first to speak up about something. They're the first to check everybody and get everybody in line. But that ain't the way it's supposed to be. And they'll react in emotion to get you to react in emotion. All right? It's not the way it's supposed to be. All right? And I'm using DeMarcus Cousins as an example, but this happens. You go into the post office and you'll see a list of Israelite men all over. Now, I mean, when I say Israelite, I'm talking about you Negro, Latino, Native Americans particularly, and you other Israelites that may look like the other nations. You're all over the wall. All over the wall. Okay, the curse is said that our children will be, that you would leave your children because you don't want to deal with her BS. Okay, that which he shall leave, his children which he shall leave, that came from between his bosom. Okay, your children shall be given to another people. Our children in the system will gives Esau that whole power structure to take them from us. I'll grab those right quick, but let me finish this. It says, a woman shall compass a man. Let me go to this one, Isaiah, right quick. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. A younger, more insignificant race of people, particularly the Edomites, are our oppressors, okay? And women rule over them, and our own women rule over us, okay? The children of Israel is ran by women, okay? That's why we're destroyed. That's why Tommy Sotomayor has so many videos about how destroyed our families are, and then who's at the forefront of that, because you can't assume the position or the role of the head of the household, and then when the family goes down the tube, you blame the man. No, because you fought us for that position, and you had the system to back you for that position. We're never going to get back in order until we get back in order according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You women are going to have to trust that we're getting our act together, we're repenting and getting our act together in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because here's the thing: you think you answer to us, talking about the women, you think you answer to us, guess what? We still have to answer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to them. Okay, that we're walking in the spirit. Okay, and it doesn't always come in the form of a man's voice or a voice speaking to us. Okay, as simply as it could be for you. We have to discern, we have to read, we have to figure things out, we have to use wisdom. Okay, you're not asked to do those things, but you got to let the roles stay where the roles are supposed to be. You have a very vital and important role in the family structure. Talking about women, and the men have another vital and important role, and we're built for the roles that we're supposed to be in. You women aren't built to be in the role of the head of the household. You're not. Can it be done? Yeah, it's been done. How successful is to be debated. Okay, but as in righteousness and in the spirit, as much women may guide these households and call them successful, it's unsuccessful because it's not connected to Yahweh Shai, which only the man connects to there. That's why I read that in 1 Corinthians 11. Okay? The same reason why you women seek to have a man so much in life, because you want that connection to the higher power. You know, you want us all in our roles, but some of you are just demons too. And some of you niggas are just demons. Talking about you Israelite men that ain't right, 2/3. Some of y'all just demons too. I don't want it the right way. All right? Anyway, it says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy past. Because you women don't want to relinquish your power. You don't want to seek the old past when men were above women. From Genesis, the 3rd chapter, you don't want to go back to that. Even though, I mean, there may be some. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's none. But majority don't want to give that up. I'm going to read it. Genesis chapter 3. Verse 15, and unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. When you have children, there's going to be a lot of pain. It says, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, because it wasn't a painful thing in the past to have children. It was like passing a good bowel movement. Okay? Some women still experience that. Okay? The pleasurable feeling of delivering a baby. All right? It says, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Your desire should be to please your man and he will rule over you. But that doesn't mean he gonna get over here, bitch. That's not what this is about at all. Do what I tell you to do. It's not what this is about at all. It's about giving sound judgment and instruction. Hey, I thought this through. This is the way to do it. Now, is all that back talk and reproach necessary? No. You go into the Sirach, in the Apocrypha, the 25th chapter, it says, see that, how's it go? Let me grab it right quick since I'm in here. Cause it's a really good one. See that, hang on, let me think. Let me just get it. You're trying to bear with me 1 minute while I grab it. He tries to talk about control. Yes, right here. Yeah, 22, maintain, yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, tries to control him, okay, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. Look those words up, man. Important words. You're going to see with that combination of words is how your woman is, okay? She's never truly happy. She's always upset about something, okay? She doesn't get things done properly. She's quick to talk back, all right? Questioning everything you do. That's not the order of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. The order is to obey your husband with all subjection. When you go to 2 Timothy, all right? But this is not in this order. But this is more so about how this system is corrupted, all right? And there was a crafty counsel to corrupt, to have the way of the Israelites corrupted, to create a system, which the word system means pit, to have us trapped in a situation that'll keep us away from our Heavenly Father, from ruling our families the right way. All right. Let me see what else I wanted. Yeah. So, let me get this real quick. Exodus chapter 21. I'm gonna start with verse 10. It says, I'll read it. Verse 10. If he take him another wife, because multiple wives was something that was practiced among the Israelite culture. Okay, it wasn't for everybody, but it was something that was practiced. If you needed help, more help around, if you and your wife had a bunch of kids, you would take on another wife, and she would produce you more kids, and she would help out in the house. That was just a part of our customs, part of what we did. The earth was populated in a way that would be profitable for our families. All right. Moving on, it says, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. Shall he not diminish? He has to still take care of those things with that woman. Okay. The first and the second now. Okay. Or however many he has. Anyway, it says, and if he do not these three unto her, then she shall go out free without money. She takes what she came in with, nothing. Okay, she don't take anything. She don't get half AD. She don't get that. Okay, like I met you with a bone in your nose. You leave with that bone. Okay, and if anything, he agreed to give her on the way out, but she doesn't automatically, because the system steps in. You get half, and I get to control the kids, and you got to do what I tell you, or I'll get you thrown in jail. Which RB the Breakthrough pretty much said it. If you do not unto the way that they wish, what happens? You get thrown in prison. If you do it, and they control you, you miss a payment, whatever, man. The end game is to get you thrown and locked in prison, okay, or give up your money. It's a messed up system. It's a messed up system, okay. And so many jakes are caught in this system. I'm partially in it myself, partially. But the spirit is a beautiful thing, how it operates. And it's funny because back when it was always a deadbeat dad thing, dads don't want to take care of their children. But then a proper judgment, hey, you don't think you want to give him the kid. Give him the kid and figure it out. And then let that's justice right there. Give him the kid. Give him what he wants, and then deal with paying for the kid like that. Right? You do that, and then the success starts coming, but then it still needs to be a control by Eve. Esau still needs that guard dog over Jake. Okay? All part of a bigger system to destroy you Israelites, to keep you away from your power. All right? And it's on purpose. like he labeled in his video. A lot of people were all connected to the whole thing of it being that the woman gets the choice. She gets to say yes or no. That she has complete power. You know, Esau understood this, like I said before, even down to the Willie Lynch letters. Okay, it was a design to destroy us in this fashion. But this world will be set up right. Surely be set up right. All right. I'm trying to think what else I had. I had something else. Well, I guess that's a good place to stop. So I'll stop right there. The system is designed to destroy us, okay? But we still have to deal with it, okay? We still have to deal and operate within this system. You know, being in the world but not of the world. Okay, we still got to take care of our kids. We still got bills to pay. And, you know, we take care of all this stuff until they make this chip mandatory and we get out. All right? Do not take the RFID microchip, which is another form of control and obedience to the beast in his system. All right, to the Edomite system. All right, and you're gonna watch a woman take that chip. A lot of you women gonna take that chip. You know, and have no faith when that moment comes. And this is how the system is building itself up. Okay, well, we've been getting an unfair ride in this captivity, which is punishment. It's not supposed to be fair. That's why I was going to Salaki. Just remember. I was trying to remember it. Going back to Deuteronomy. Yeah. Right. Deuteronomy 28. And I'm going to go straight to 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. A lot of men leave because they can't deal with the situation. Some just have abandonment issues, and some of them just leave. Just don't want to be in a situation dealing with a woman that's trying to control him with their children and all of those type of things. For various reasons, but it still plays out where we leave. All right, and I'm going to jump up to verse 41. It says, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. And they go into captivity because the moment they come out with the birth certificate, the social security number, the ID, and all those other things, and eventually they're going to put the chip in you, in a lot of you people, you're going to allow it. Okay, that's giving you obedience and obliging you right into this system, deeper into captivity. All right, so that's the curse that goes along with it. All right, and they rule over what our people are able to do. Simple and plain, they rule right over them. This is the curse. We got to get back in order with the old paths of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and that will lead us out of this captivity. Okay, starting spiritually with our households. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna end right there, giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Harokakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. To the next one, Shalom.